Well, today my Trek Marlin 8 Plus, which means it's e-assist, is up on the Park Tool workstation so that I can change the tires back to the 2.6 that it came with. They came tubeless. I'm not a big fan of tubeless. For me, I'd rather take the tire off, put a new tube on it if I get a flat. I monitor my tire pressure all the time. Knock on wood, I don't think I've had a flat in 30 years. Always checking the pressure, whether it's on that or it's on my truck or my cat trike. Check the pressure every day that I go out. So I love this Trek Marlin 8 Plus. Made a lot of modifications. I'm 6'4" and only have a 32-inch inseam. So I have a lot of modifications done at the bike dealer. So they put a different stem on here, raises that up about 3 or 4 inches. Got a riser handlebar, which gives me about another 1.5 inches, 2 inches. I can change position. I've got the comfort handles on here, but I can also go up here. I think this is a large frame. Let's see. I thought they said that was down here. I don't see. I think this is a large frame because I only have a 32-inch inseam. They have a nice monitor here, but I connect it to their Flow app on my phone, and then I mount my phone up here on the quad lock phone lock system. Your phone will never, ever fall off the quad lock system. So I've got that up there. I've got this mounted up here so I can put selfie stick, Insta360 X5, or if I want to put one of my other cameras, I can mount it right up here. I've also got a mount, not on the back, but I've got another mount down here, right on the fork. This is a front suspension on here, but I've got another thing here for cameras. I have a light on here. I only ride on trails or like single track or on rails and trails, gravel type stuff. So I really don't use the light that much, but it's there just in case. Can't think of any other modifications. Well, take that back. Got this modification. Gone through a lot of different seats. I really like this leather seat. It's got a, if it starts to get too loose in here, which is usually not a problem, there's a simple bolt on here, and you can, I don't know if you can see up in there, but there's a bolt that will extend this back out and tighten this back up. Yeah, it looks like an old person's seat, but it is so freaking comfortable that it's not funny. I also have the Crank Brothers pedals on here. You can see the little knobs that stick up. It's the same as being clipped in. At 70 years old, I've ridden clipped in forever, and I don't want to be clipped in when I'm riding this bike. So these, you put your shoes on here, they're not moving anywhere. And I forget which model this is, but it's a really wide platform. I even wear size 11 shoes, so it's a lot better. I do have clipped in on my recumbent trike, and I've got the paddles on here. It's great because I can clip in from any angle. I don't have to worry about which way I'm clipping in on there. I've had clipped in, excuse me, I've had clips on my other bikes. But on this, I love these. I've had these on several bikes. Just makes it easy to paddle, foot never falls off. Also got a mount here for the external battery, which is sitting over on the bike bench over there. But just clips in, plugs in here. And if I'm on eco, I can do like 45, 50 miles easily with that. The great thing about this bike is if you don't have any power on at all, it pedals like a conventional mountain bike. There's no dragging, no resistance. It pedals like crazy. Got an alarm set on here that if I very rarely go into a restaurant where I can't see my bike, but I've got an alarm set there. I've got a quick release lock that I can put on the wheels if I need to. This is really nice, this bike case, made right here in Wisconsin. Because I've got the battery here, and even if I didn't have the battery mounted here, this is really tight to put a water bottle in here. So this has some nice rubber on the back of it. It doesn't move. I can put a water bottle here. Plus I've got panniers. What do you say, panniers? Panniers on here that are sitting on the floor right now. Some great Arkel panniers. They go on here for my camera gear, my drone, that type of stuff. You know, I'm not single tracking and getting air on this thing. I'm just going out to get exercise, so it may look a little funny to the hardcore bikers, but at 70 years old, it gets me out and I can ride 30, 50, 100 miles a week on this. And it's comfortable. And with the e-assist, if I need it, it's there. So that's it without the tires on it. Hopefully the tubes will come in today and we get those back on. I'll be out riding. Good news, I've got the tubes came back in. I was able to put those back on. They're always tough to wrestle with these. I try getting all the tire right inside the rim to make it easy to put the tires back on. I don't know. They're just tough to wrestle back on. But I've got those back on. And you can see that I've got my Arcal bags on here right now. I don't always have them on, but if I'm riding long distance, I carry my tire repair kits and stuff in there, extra water in there. And I forgot that I do have this great light on the back that when you slow down, it actually comes on as a brake light. I can have it flashing. It's got 2 or 3 modes, but if I slow down fairly quickly, the brake light will come on. I've also got this mount. Let's see if you can see it right here, which is great for another camera. I missed that in the first part of the video. But I can put a selfie stick on there with my Insta360 X5. Just a couple more quick add-ons to this bike. I don't like conventional water bottles. So my Yeti, this is a Yeti. I don't know how many ounce it is, but it fits in here just fine. Doesn't jiggle around, keeps my water and ice cold. Usually if I'm going for longer rides, I have another Yeti container in here, another thermos like that, but full of ice, so that when I restock with my water bottles, I always have ice cold water. Then I also have this little pouch right here that I've had on my bikes forever, switched with all my bikes. It just carries pepper spray in here, sometimes lip balm, whatever. But pepper spray's right there for the errant dogs or ne'er-do-wells that are chasing you down the trail. The apocalypse zombies maybe, I don't know. But I always have that handy. And then I've just got the side mirror, which is great for checking when I'm on trails of any kind to see what's coming up behind me.